In April, I was actually working for a healthcare organization in Culver City, and I remember when the verdict came down with respect to the officers in the Rodney King beating. And I remember just having a really bad feeling about it, and I told my coworkers, I said, I think I need to go home. And they were like, wow, why? And I was like, well, I really don't have a good feeling about this. So I got in my car and started heading towards South LA. And by the time I got to my house, my mom said, it started. And I said, what? And she said, it's all on the news. She said, it's happening. She said, it's crazy. People have lost it. And we were watching the news on Florence and Normandy, which was less than a half a mile from my house. And so we saw the incident happening. We kept wondering, where were the police? Why didn't someone come in? Why wasn't someone trying to help? And we were so entranced by it, we couldn't take our eyes off it. And that night, all around us was nothing but devastation with respect to fires. Buildings, we could look out the back door and see businesses that were actually on fire. The next morning, just driving around, taking pictures and seeing the smoke coming up from the buildings and people just walking in the streets like they were in shock. And I remember my brother being moved to tears because he needed to get milk for his daughter, and there was no store that he could go to. There was nowhere in the community that people could even get food or anything, and it was just like we were in a war zone. I myself was a part of the private sector, and after the civil unrest in 1992, made a conscious decision that I wanted to come back to my community to help make a difference. And so I gave up the private sector and came on board and started working for the city. I'm still encouraged. Progress has been very slow, but it's happening, and we just have to continue the fight.